I am Jeff a Ghost, and the other crackle is I don't know. What do you want to be?
Damn, I don't know. I hadn't really thought about it.
Yeah, you're a man of many names. You're like the Ed Leslie of not holding weed for a racist.
It's true. My many various incarnations of not doing that. I've been known as the Booty Man, the Zodiac, uh, the Disciple.
Mm. This is a game about failure. It's kind of a Dungeons and Dragony thing with dice rolls and whatnot and saving and in this one you can smoke and take speed and pound
Hmm.
some booze and take LSD to be better at stuff.
So it sounds like min-maxing is a lot of fun
It is.
because you're on drugs when you do it.
Yeah. So they just break it down to four categories, and you have your various skills in here. Um, so we're a smart guy that can take a punch. We had to go to the evidence locker a couple of times to just get a whole bunch of drugs. So now we're a bit quicker than we started off as.
Yeah. Well, so the secret, I think, the wisdom behind what you were doing is that to truly understand the mind of a criminal, you must first just commit a shitload of crimes. Just do a bunch of them because the more crimes you do, the more effective of a detective you're going to be.
See, it's funny you mentioned. Now, from what I gather, you know really nothing of this game, right?
I pretty much am coming in completely blind. I was going to watch the other videos and
Mm-hmm.
then we ran out of gas on the highway.
These things happen.
They do.
Okay, so you're a detective, and you saw something that was so bad, or you learned something so awful, or just who knows what. But you just broke your brain with liquor and drugs, and you wake up in a room in your dirty underwear, and you just kind of figure out what you are from at that point forward. So to do that, so we have forsaken housing. We are a communist. We've decided we're going to pick our own name. We're a rock star. Magnesium is the solution to our problems. And currently, we're thinking about a bird that exists as a sound wave. Because that's a thing.
Yeah.
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 Mm, it's good. All right, so that's kind of where we're at. So we have failed to properly finish up our autopsy here. We could call it quits, but we feel like there's something else we need to do. So we need to go find a refrigerator large enough to fit a body in, so we can just kind of let things sit for a couple of days without the body getting destroyed. Keeping that in mind, as I zoom in, you might see the body looks rather worse for wear. You know how I said that
Oh yeah.
yeah, you know how we kind of drank ourselves almost to death?
Yes.
Yeah.
Also in the game.
Yeah, well, yeah, that too. Yeah,
Ah.
the body's been hanging from a tree for over a week. We've been here for over a week before the game started. So at this point, like 9 days, the body was in a tree before we decided to do our job and get it down. So we're gonna try and find a refrigerator, and I know where it is. But first, we're gonna kind of do a spooky investigation because people don't know much about you, but I hear you like haunted things.
Yeah, I've been known to appreciate a haunt from time to time. If you were to put me near a ghost, I would stand there and look at it approvingly.
Yeah.
Is basically what's up.
I mean, I hear that you once had to tussle with a place haunted by cows.
So, I mean, the way I see it, any haunted slaughterhouse you can walk away from is a good one.
Fair enough.
And I'm not going to be here pretending that I necessarily could rightly say, look you in the eye and say that I won the fight with the cow ghosts. But again, walked away,
Hmm.
still standing.
So something I didn't notice. We're on speed. We got a good hour left of being on speed. So just
Shit.
yeah, just pay attention to our. And this is what we look like with this wonderful Harley race beard and just beat to hell. That's us. That's
Yeah.
that's our guy.
the Bags under the eyes that say this is a man you want to entrust with a murder investigation.
Yeah. So let's pull these curtains open and see what goes on.
So I haven't really. I guess this is kind of my first exposure to the game as an actual thing on a screen that I'm looking at, but I've heard enough about it to have a picture of a game that is essentially, from if somebody were to try to piece together a video game of any kind from what I have heard about it so far, you know, it would just be nonsense. And I'm like, it's funny how this game sounds when you don't really know anything about it. And, and now I'm watching it, and like the more I learn about it, the less I think I understand, which is pretty cool. I'm into it.
Yeah, it's you can really stumble your way through this and make pointed choices, and it's going to be different every time. There is a way that you can have a different partner at some point, which I've always saved scum to get through it, but this one, there's an achievement to just have Kim absolutely not respect you that I've never been able to get, and we got that in the first episode. So this one's going some dark places, unfortunately.
Okay, is this the same save file? Is he still on Team No Respect, or like what's up?
Yeah, he likes us a little bit better, but we really bottomed out with him very quick. We've been slowly winning him back, but yeah, it's a ways off.
I mean, those pants make me want to not disappoint this man. And
This lady found a shaman that gave her some wards to protect her from bad things, as you can see here with these symbols on the wall. But we got some other stuff to look into first.
yeah, like that painting.
Yeah. It's I don't know, vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. See, it's Guillaume, our guy that we thought we perhaps were.
Huh.
Okay, so here's the thing. It's a warded door. It's protected, with magics. You want to enter a door. I mean, you can knock on it. You got a key, or you can just Hulk this sumbitch down. As you might notice, we have previously broken into 2 other apartments, so the game takes note of that, and it gives us, a couple of bonuses towards our roll, because we've clearly shown we have proficiency in breaking into places.
Right.
So, I don't know how you want to do this, Matlock.
I mean, let's see here. So the if you got to go into the spooky library, you're gonna do some ghost busting.
We have to get through this door. We're getting through this door. We can do it.
Yeah, okay.
We can go easy and just use the key, or we can just Hulk it. And actually, we can make our hulking even easier if we decide to, I don't know, go into our tools. And I don't know, what do you fancy? Do you like vodka? Do you like beer? What's your poison?
Shit. I guess we're gonna try that. Let's have him have a beer.
All right. We're gonna have a cold one. Just pour this right in our face. So as with real life, drinking a beer, it makes you stronger.
Yeah.
You're gonna bash.
All it does.
So let's give this a try.
Great.
Yeah. So we got so the difference too. We have white and red checks. White checks you can redo if you meet certain things, or if you increase the base stat, like if pain threshold goes up 1. Red checks, it's a 1 and done. So 92% chance. It's not as bad as XCOM, but we can still always fail this. So let's see how it goes.
Let's do it.
See?
I think the store was talking shit. You gotta just.
Yeah. Door taught us a lesson.
Oh.
So yeah, even.
You're just gonna take that?
Well,
making you look bad in front of Kim.
Yeah. We seeing blood. And again, the lady knows we're up to nuisance and gets up to us. So let's see. We might be able. Ooh, all right. So hey, we can throw a point at it. And what do you say we just try and bash the door down again?
Listen, I feel like the door is getting a little willful. It does not understand that you are its master, as it is an inanimate object, and that it is to obey you. So sometimes you got to make an example. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah. So 8% was enough to stop us. Let's see if 3 is. Hey.
Oh. Have you?
Oh, we succeeded. We just ruined the frame, and we have to hit it
whatever.
again. So, here's the wonderful part about this game. You know, we have options to get through this. So, my friend, if you were to break down a door, would you say nothing, scream out "fuck the system," scream out "freeze dirtbags," scream out "hands up now," or say "fuck it hurts"? Keep in mind, we are something of a communist looking to tear things down, but I'm willing to just throw it out.
I'm willing to tear. I mean, listen, there's some ghosts on the other side of that fucked up door now. You gotta get into the mind of a deceased person and think about, if you're a ghost, what terrifies you.
The system or dirtbags?
I'd go with freeze dirtbags, but
Okay,
only because you want to command the ghost's attention immediately, and make sure they understand you're controlling the situation.
I'm not sure if this is going to go towards it, but there is a thought cabinet item, which is basically, if you it's basically Judge Dredd. If you obsessively tell people that you are the law and that you're a cop and you know cop stuff, you get a little bonusy thing. So that could work. Freeze dirtbags. We're going Alex Murphy.
Yeah. Look, you're a hobo cop. You're part man, part transient, all cop, and show off those enhancements.
So now our partner wants to talk to us because we did a stupid thing. Let's take a couple steps in, and yeah. What? Hi, Kim. What's going on?
Something on your mind, Kim? Something besides that excellent jacket?
So I think the choice is obvious of what it is, but you know, we are a bit of a supernatural cop, or you know, maybe we're just like one of the Goonies. What are you feeling?
So, side note, while I'm taking note of this game, it kind of has like the Adventures of Sir Digby Chicken Caesar sort of vibes.
Yes, it does.
To it.
Well,
it really is like, what if you were inside the head of this character? How do you think he sees the world? You know, here we are.
And I've never done it, but you can play the game where all you do is the case and you play it straight all the way through. And they comment on you not getting distracted by side things. Like, there's just oodles and oodles and oodles of side missions, to the point that Kim like will ask you to please stop taking on things that have nothing to do with the investigation.
You know, the thing is, we got to be honest with Kim. He is our trusted companion.
Mm-hmm.
Our fucking sole confidant. We can't sugarcoat stuff. We have to explain to them that this is the very netherworld itself, the land.
He does not agree.
Shadows.
He does not agree. He is not having our monkey shining.
Kim, listen. I understand. You know, you're trying to Scooby Gang all over this shit, but there's.
It's funny you mention that, because you know what? I think number one is here. There's got to be a reason nobody's been in here.
Seriously, yeah. Kim, you gotta understand something.
Kim, he's not. Again, he's not having this. No.
So the thing is, there's some truths that are too intense for the human minds to process, and they just, you know, you got to be understanding about it, man. You got to be like, look, Kim, it's cool.
Kim needs somebody to just really explain Occam's razor to him, you know?
Yeah, Kim, there's a razor, and there's a guy probably the Occam is involved somehow. It'll defend against it.
Barbell, huh?
It will slice you, probably. I don't know.
All right, so here's the thing: because we smashed down the door, we're gonna have some trouble lifting this thing up. But we looked and noticed that you know, this isn't really safe to lift. There's no collars on this, but I mean, I don't know. Like, should we get some reps in?
Hey, look. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Detective Million is a bulwark against.
I like to think of him
problems.
And you know, I'm glad you're on for this one, because I really like to think of him as I play this as Harley Race, and nobody else would get that. I think you do, like with the beard and just like I think this, and just like this guy can, he can handle himself. He's
Yeah,
deceptively
no,
strong.
absolutely. This man will get in there. He'll potato you, and I think his Royal Majesty Harley Race, King Harley Race, um, whose uh, authority I recognize, whose royal authority,
Hmm.
um, was sometimes he had to regulate,
So
and sometimes this guy just has to. Kim, you're out there on the streets, keeping this city from just collapsing in on itself. You got to understand, you transform into a living weapon. One of the ways you do that is if you find some weights somewhere,
Hulk him up,
train the body.
get it
You
going.
pick them up just to feel, until you feel the reps are happening, and then
So we're gonna
move
Hulk it
on.
up, and even if we don't succeed, we can still put a couple points in here. We don't even need to save scum this. We're gonna. I feel like if we fail this and put a point in and train it again, it's just like real working out, right? You just got to work up to it. So let's see what we got.
Yeah,
First try.
it's called warming up.
First try. Look at
It's
we're Harley Race.
Harley Race. Look at it. Look at the little angle.
Mm-hmm.
Kim, this is what's up. You seeing this, Kim?
All right. So again, we get to comment sometimes. We can just take it in, scream out that I'm a true champion, and I did promise we might talk about Queen. That feels like that, or we can
Yeah.
just really work Blue.
I on this particular occasion, I think the gentlemanly maneuver would be to say nothing at all. You just put the weights down, you look at Kim, and just share that moment. Like, Kim, I feel like you understand what's happening now.
I like to the little head
Okay.
shake once he's got it at the apex. Just oh no, there's no more. For a moment, it feels like you're strong enough to see to anything you ever say. He's Harley Race. We've
Harley
cracked
Race.
this
Oh.
code. We're Harley Race.
He's Harley Race.
Yeah,
He's burdened with what Harley Race must do.
he's gonna eat a bunch of steak.
fine.
He's gonna yell at you. We found a
Oh, yeah,
shot
gotcha.
put ball. Maybe we can do something with that. Who can say? Let's go up these stairs. We've done all the working out we can do.
Do you see how you earned Kim's respect just now?
Well, let's see how much Kim respects us. There we go. So
He was legitimately impressed with your weights.
yeah. So if we look at our stats, we're a mostly superstar cop from everything. Sadly, boring cop is the next highest, but at least it's not sorry cop. That's the one rule. Any option that we have, we're not allowed to say we're sorry. We just don't do that. Not happening.
It's not what a cop does.
Yeah,
in
we're
the
very
streets.
communist, and I'm proud we have not taken any fascist choices yet.
Nice.
So good cop, bad cop. Since those two are so low, Kim A is not so cool on us. Not very much. So we'll see if we bump that up anymore.
I feel like by taking the path of Harley Race, he was like, man, damn. And I feel like that's the muse to listen to.
So something else, the world that this takes place in is when you first start playing it, it kind of seems like it's supposed to be ours, but the more weird side quests you do, the more you learn this is very much not the world we live in.
Aha.
In the best possible ways. That
Yeah.
if we come across it, you should experience it that way rather than me just telling you.
I will play this eventually. I've been on an XCOM 2 kick of late.
Hmm.
Just increasingly harder difficulties. I just finished, or I'm just on the last mission of a commander run now, and eventually I'm gonna do Legend. I'm not gonna do Iron Man because their game is too buggy.
Reality is ruthless. Yeah, I've been watching a recommended one that Grandma, who's been on some of the other videos, recommended of an XCOM where they did conditions where if they miss or if a person dies, they take shots equivalent to their rank. It was, and I had heard about the XCOM luck, but oof, watching we'll leave this machine for later. Watching somebody do that was very much your liver might not make it. But that's also a bit why I've kind of been drinking when I'm popping some party favors in this one. So this room right now, we've discovered the remains of I guess, for lack of better explanation, massive multiplayer online role-playing game. So how about we learn about it?
Yeah. Want to be well-rounded. Don't just want to go around detectivizing all day. You gotta all work and no play, right, guys?
Mm-hmm. So here's the thing that happens. Since we've been pushing the art cop stuff, we get a lot of these where it's like, wait a second, how do I know what this art concept is? And then our brain kind of reminds us, because again we have forgotten things, I guess, on the surface level, but the deeper parts of our brain reminds us of things. So this is kind of one of our first times that we learn the world isn't the one we know, where like they don't have the internet, they have kind of like weird Nikola Tesla computers connected by radio waves.
Huh.
Yeah. Okay, so radio frequencies. We can just go straight into being spooky if you want.
I guess it's time for to go on that Spookapalooza.
The Game Master frequency, you say? So who is this Game Master?
Yeah, let's find out.
Yeah. So and it takes a long time to pay off, but if you really, really dig deep here and learn about this game, at a later point we meet a very rich man and we can pitch him a money-making idea. One of the choices we have is to just steal this idea and present it to him as our own. Because we're just...
Yeah, but what kind of example would you be setting for Kim,
Kim at that point... It's not going to be today, but I'll give you a yell when that one goes up and maybe try and get you in. When we meet this man, Kim's brain kind of starts melting.
Okay.
Yeah. He's okay. He's fine. He lives through it. But Kim just... It's like somebody put something in whatever Kim was eating or drinking, and as soon as we're done with it, he's okay. But he's just a little confused.
It's understandable.
So, we're just picking apart the concept art for this game. No big deal. So there is just a massive text dump in this game, which is fun, but it's really much more enjoyable for yourself to read through. And they've pretty much put like a Dungeon Master player's guide worth of stuff in this board to read through, as well as the weird world building of, okay, they don't have internet, but they got radios. We actually can play the board game version of this in here, which gets pretty fun. Alright, I think... Let's see. The store, where do we go? Aha! How do you feel about bears?
Broadly, I'm pro bear.
Okay. Let's look at this boy.
Hey.
It's an ice bear fridge, so I don't know. Do you think you could put a body in this thing?
I think so. It looks like a body would fit inside there.
Hmm.
Looks like you could just put a human body in there and close the fridge door and walk quietly away, and nobody would ever even wonder what happened to it.
So our partner, as we open the door, is holding onto his gun. Should we patronize him or just kind of ignore it and keep looking?
Hmm.
Like what sort of partner do you feel that we are?
I think we can accept that our buddy has our six,
Okay.
and merely look in the refrigerator and be like, "Thanks, Kim, for providing cover inside of this ice bear,
Mm, mm.
or providing
so-
covering fire should anything come out of it."
Yeah. All right. So number one is definitely where we need to go. I feel like we should dick around with the other ones first. So there's some sort of note. Let's take a peep there. Read that later.
Yeah.
Ice cream wrappers. I like ice cream. You like ice cream?
Fucking love ice cream.
All right. Let's. What can we learn? Friendly bear. All right. Nothing really useful. We didn't get. We know that it smells like vanilla, but I just want one. Yeah. I would like to buy ice cream from a giant bear. But maybe that's me.
I feel like, yeah, no, that would be probably the optimal thing in the animal kingdom to buy ice cream from.
All right. So Kim's into our idea of stuffing the body in this bear.
Kim, beautiful.
We could fit 2 bodies in here. Interesting.
Hey.
All right, here we go. We're gonna stuff a body in a fridge.
Yeah, I feel like looking at a fridge like that, obviously no harm can
You want
come.
from putting a body in there?
There's obviously only good things are gonna happen
By
if you
just
stuff a human corpse inside that red-eyed ice bear.
and here's a wonderful bonus of us, pursuing the art cop abilities. We created an ice bear sarcophagus.
Beautiful.
So okay. This is a tough one. I definitely don't want to deal with the first 2. Let's ignore that. So we like art cop. Art cop's great. You haven't seen art cop. I assure you, art cop's wonderful. So four, I like 4, but you were at my wedding. You saw me celebrate and kind of put the old John Hancock on the Shadoo with some mead. So that number 3, I'm pretty good at. Now we didn't do fire, but we did have a sword. So 3 is near and dear to my heart. But I'm willing to go with 4. How do you weigh in on this one?
Well, I'm gonna go with the mead, and I noticed that the bear's eyes are pulsing in agreement. So
that's what environmental storytelling, I believe.
absolutely, that's a classic AAA game technique. Also, mead, got honey.
Bears like honey. Bears like honey.
Bears love honey.
Kim once again, he's having none of this. He is just telling us to kind of cram this and really just get over ourselves.
Look, Kim might want or need to walk his own path. That's fine. Kim,
Nice.
you gotta listen. Any way the wind blows, Queen. But sometimes a man's just gotta have some mead in front of a ice bear sarcophagus.
So, I really like number 1, but also 4 is very clearly, a little nudge towards being an art cop. How do you weigh in on this one?
I'd go with number 2. I think that's what's honest. It's just telling Kim, hey man, look, where's okay? You got a fridge lying around that was better for this.
Okay, so here's the thing. Kim doesn't respect us, and we've been a really shitty partner, but I feel like that's kind of like putting a cigarette out on the poor man. He doesn't want this nickname of being the ice bear cop, okay? One is, all right, kind of being a little bit smug about it, but I'm feeling if like 4, we're at least staying true to being this weirdo that doesn't know which way is up that Kim has been forced to deal with.
All right, 4 it is.
Still not having it. But for Kim, all right, that's not his art. Sure. All right, our perception. Well, we can take another shot at this, which progresses the plot, or we can continue to dick around for a little bit. And I assure you, there's some stuff to dick around with. So, what would you like to do?
Let's perceive that body.
All right. Well, I'm gonna save scum this one because we're gonna want to.
Okay.
Didn't make it. All right. So let's. I don't think we can do anything with perception. Nope, it's maxed out. Ah. I forgot. Our speed that we did wore off. We're just gonna do some speed and we'll be better at looking for things because that's how it works.
There you go.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Clocker, there's a Finnish bear beer, Karhu Finnish for bear. I like that. I want a beer called Bear. That sounds wonderful. Why would you not have that?
There's also Baron
All right, you ready to party?
Honey. Yeah, let's absolutely.
Just breathing deep. Slapping them cheeks, getting ready. Don't worry,
you're alive all of a sudden again.
Yeah, we are. We got med packs. We're good. All right. Let's scum it. Let's see how we do. All right. So 83%. You saw us fail on a 92. This could take a bit. Yep. Let's take another sip. 92. All right. We failed an 8%. I think we got this. All right. All right. So we have the gloves on, which is good. If you don't have the gloves on, your body smells of a corpse until you take a shower. And the game doesn't make you take a shower. And so it leads to some interesting occupations later with some people. It's great. All right. Oh boy. All right. So we're gonna do all of these things. So I'm not really gonna ask you for choices.
Sure. I'm gonna be right back.
Do it. Do it. I'm gonna autopsy this body. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna just truly molest and desecrate this body as we do our autopsy here. All right. So jamming our fingers up his nose. Something. We're gonna go in through the mouth. And just we're just gonna play around with something that's in there. And I like this one too because it's we've been. I like to imagine our brave detective has been eyes shut, just kind of manhandling the maw of this corpse, and now we're finally gonna open and actually look inside. So we're just gonna keep cramming, and I guess really we're just fisting our way into this man's mouth to figure out what the hell's going on here, while Kim just kind of writes down on paper what we're doing. Yeah, there we go. Punch a hole through his mouth. Yeah, we're gonna just really muscle this in, or we can kind of finesse it. Let's finesse it. I don't want to destroy a body with my fist right now. Well, we found the bullet. And we're going to keep it for reasons that we need for later. So we've discovered this man was shot, and then, you know, his body was toyed with after the fact, and they hung him up. And so our secret task is done. Somebody was going to try and trick us into believing he was, you know, just hung, but with the power of speed, we're too good for that. So we've given up the boots. We'll let Kim disappear. It's fine. We didn't need the boots.